the jumper.
Yeah, me too, buddy. And welcome back to the We Only Do One Take podcast. It's the only northern suburbs of Melbourne-based podcast that is a complete shit show. I am Turch, and as always, with me is my co-host and CEO of the We Only Do One Take podcast, and the sole editor of episode 29.
Thank you.
It's Kieran.
Hello, everybody.
How you doing, buddy?
Do you know what I just figured it out? That we are saying that we are shitter than every other northern suburbs podcast.
Yes.
There you go. That's a milestone.
My
for
question is, I don't even know if there's any other northern suburbs of Melbourne-based podcasts that do
it in a garage. A recording studio.
We're back in your studio. Studio A is what we're going to call this one. So we're back here. I don't know if there's any other northern suburbs-based podcasts. So if anyone knows of any that run around here, maybe we should all collaborate. We'll make a big northern suburbs of Melbourne network.
Yeah.
And we'll do it like a pyramid scheme.
Ooh.
Where we're at the top.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, but
now you're speaking my language.
Wait, not a pyramid, a trapezoid. Gee,
can we not... Actually, funny story, right?
Yep.
I know my shapes, I think. I was supporting a client, and anyway, this client was in prep, and in the classroom. Anyway, they're learning shapes, and the teacher goes, I can't remember, what's that one that's like, it's not an octagon, it's like a spoctagon or something.
Like heptagon, like 7 sides.
Something like that.
Octagon's 8 sides.
Yeah, it was an octagon. It was like a spectacon or something.
A septicon?
Or a grogacon. I don't know.
Decepticon.
I don't know, probably, right? Something con.
Megatron.
Yeah, Megatron. Anyway, she
Tron,
goes...
Just Tron.
She goes, Kieran's been to university. He'll know what shape this is. No fucking idea.
Was it septagon? Hexagon? Septagon? I don't know. I can't remember now.
I got no idea.
I don't... Nonagon is 9.
Oh, there you go. You learn something new every day.
And that's something. But anyway, that's...
yeah.
It's always good when we start off the show trying to remember shapes with different sides. If you would like to write into the We Only Do One Take podcast and help us with our shapes and colours, I think that might be necessary.
We might need to go back to school.
Well, look, we're very factual here, so we don't want to get it wrong. So if we do get it wrong, please send us a letter, and we will try to do it in our corrections episode, which I think episode 50 should be our corrections episode, where we go back and fix up all our mistakes.
Here at the We Only Do One Take podcast, we apologise for the following. Yeah, no, well, that's not a bad... What are we up? Episode 32?
This is
33?
32.
In exciting news, Turch.
Yes.
In absolute exciting news.
Yes.
Can't believe this. Elon Musk's child submarine.
Amazing.
Made it.
Amazing.
To the Thailand government, and they said, no, we don't need you.
Yeah, we don't need you. They already saved the boys.
Yeah.
And then FIFA said, we are the most corrupt organisation of Earth, so that means these soccer team here can come to the World Cup final. We have seats available just for you.
I was actually thinking, going, hang on a second. That World Cup final has to be sold out.
Absolutely.
How does, 13 seats all of a sudden turn up?
It's called cash. I think one Sepp Blatter, I don't think he's the head of FIFA at the moment, but he was the head of FIFA, and FIFA's a non-for-profit organisation.
Yeah.
Right. That's very important to understand. Then someone said to him, you have $2 billion in the bank. What are you doing with it? And Sepp Blatter just went, just in case.
A terrible ordeal that they were stuck down the well. But I think the people who did the rescue mission probably deserve the tickets to the World Cup a little bit more than the boys.
As well as.
As well as? Yeah. Okay, as well as. All right.
Oh, they're big soccer fans.
They're huge.
They were very excited. Those boys, they missed most of the World Cup, but they were very excited to see their favourite teams and players like Leo Messi from Argentina and Cristiano Ronaldo from Portugal, who got kicked out in this round of 16. They were really excited to see them in the World Cup right at the end there, but obviously that's pretty funny that they won't be able to see them. Nonetheless, Kieran, I have I have 2 rants today, and I'll do one at a time.
2 rants.
But we do need some actual news in between these sort of things. I'm sure it's most countries around the world, and I'm sure you've felt the pain for this, but it's time for me to renew my car insurance.
Oh, shit.
And it's also time for me to renew my car registration. Now, insurance, look, it's a bit of a pain in the ass. They quoted me at an enormous fee this time, but I'm like, you know what?
You can get them down.
Always can get them down. So I've got a couple of weeks to get them down. But the car registration, there's nothing you can do about it. Now, I've got a pretty standard car. It's like about 5 years old.
Yeah.
You know, it's not a big car, not anything like that. And my payment was $820 to register my car for the year.
Okay.
And that's an enormous fee.
Now, if you had an electric car...
It would be just as much.
Free.
Really?
Yeah, well, maybe they've got to register it. No, they've got to register it. Yeah, sorry.
See, you know
they don't pay any fuel excise, the electric cars.
Yeah. But one of the things is, like, the big part of the registration fee, it's not just really the registration, it's insurance for the, like...
The third party. Now, you should get a discount on your insurance because you're paying the registration and you get the third party.
Yeah, of course. But it's also insurance for, like, you know, that's to say your car hits a light pole and it falls down. That's the insurance you're paying for as well.
Yeah.
That's all part of it. And look, as much as I hate the registration, I understand. It should be a lot cheaper, especially if I'm buying insurance with the car, because then the third party should be covered by the insurance that I'm purchasing from. But that's a different story. I understand why they do it. But nonetheless, pull out my credit card and I'm going to pay. And no one pays at banks anymore. No one pays at post office anymore. Everything's online. They prefer it.
Unless you're old.
Unless you're old. It's very, very... Even now, like even my grandparents... Or either pay over the phone with their card. They won't go into anything like that. And you definitely don't want to go to Vic Roads.
I had to bloody go to Vic Roads not that long ago. And I could not believe that the form that I had to fill out was not online.
Yes.
And that I literally had to go into a Vic Roads.
It's disgusting. So, but going on from that, everything's online. The ability to pay for things is always online.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Because, you know, it's easier for them, easier for us. And it's great. And I thought, you know what? I was going to pay my registration. So, you know, I put in my car registration number, my license plate.
And then you put in your bank detail, your card number.
Well, you know what? Everything comes up.
Now, what's the first digit on the card? 1? 2.
It's 2.
2,
and then it's an F and then a U.
Okay. All right. 2FU.
2FU. And so I was, and I'm like, great, type in my card number.
Expiry date is?
Expiry date, you know, it's, 2029.
CVC?
444.
Okay. All right, cool. Yeah, great. I've got enough information now.
2FU 444. Here we go.
Your date of birth?
I typed it all in. That's for me to know. That's private. And who I voted for, also private. But the little green hippo, when I was doing stuff on my computer screen, he needed my credit card to save children. So I gave it to him, of course. Nonetheless, typing it into Vic Roads, put in my credit card details and hit pay. And it comes up with a bill of $820. And then I see something else.
Oh, okay.
A 0.5% surcharge for using
a credit card.
Oh. And that's what I'm very, very, very fucking angry about.
Do you know what? You should have walked into Vic Roads.
It was $4. I know it was $4, $4.20, $4.60, whatever. But you know what? If they state on their paperwork their preferred method is either credit card or paying by BPay, you cannot charge me extra to do exactly what you told me to do.
No, their preferred method.
Oh my God.
Their preferred method is to go down to the Vic Roads office and to sit in a big line.
And burn the place down and piss on the ashes. Is that what they fucking want me to do? Is that... Not only am I paying enormous fees for this registration, now I have to pay an additional fee to use the services that they want me to use. This goes back... Even yesterday, I was talking about the plastic bag ban. Yeah. And now I have to buy plastic bags to use... a service that they used to give for free, but now they're charging me for the pleasure of saving the environment. And this is the same sort of thing. I'm not going in, saving them time, but for me to save them time, I'm being charged.
Yeah.
Insanity.
Yeah. Look, I think it's very clever, that 5% fee, actually. And
0.5. Like 0.5%.
Yeah, 0.5%. I think that's Whoever's in charge of that and getting that 0.5%, good on him. Well done.
Well, they obviously... But you know what? That just means... Obviously, everyone's getting charged this. But I can't imagine that having the system in place...
Do you know what, though?
To accept credit card would be that much
Here's where Vic Roads needs to smarten up. Every time we use PayPass, right, the tap and go, those vendors, those people are actually charged more than if we just swipe.
Yes.
But they don't pass the fee on. At least we don't. No. We're not aware that they're passing the fee.
No, like if I go to a coffee shop and just go, it's like, I buy an espresso, it's $3.50 or whatever it is. Yeah. Tap and go, yep, $3.50. And I'm happy to pay $3.50 for a cup of coffee. But, They
don't say $3.50 plus a 2% fee.
That's right.
Hey, well, if that was going to happen, they would make their coffee like $4.80.
Yeah, or they would just go,
$3.80.
Yeah, the coffee's $3.70.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the big things. It's same as airlines, right? Don't tell me it's $180 plus this if you want this. But go, look, I want this is this. Oh yeah, it's $280. Just I don't want to see all these other numbers because then I'll go, why the fuck am I paying for this? Why the fuck am I paying for this? But maybe sometimes that breakdown's good, but in this case, the fact that they're charging me a little bit extra for that fee really shits me because this, again, it's their preferred method of payment.
I want to know who gets that $4.
Well, it has to be... Well, look, Vic Roads is technically not government.
Oh.
It is like 50-50 private and public.
Oh, there you go.
And that's why they get... So it's literally just revenue raising.
Yeah.
And they can't do anything about it. We can't do anything about it. As people, as car drivers who do the right thing and register our vehicles, we can't do anything about it.
If you want to have a great weekend, head down to the Vic Roads Bundura. They're having a fun action weekend this weekend with jumping castles and fairy floss. That's the Vic Roads Bundura.
I'm very excited for that. If there was
tonight's sponsor, Vic Roads.
Fuck yes. You fucked me over way too many times. Kieran.
Yes.
Don't let me keep
Don't get
going.
me while I'm eating.
I always do. It's just it's funny every time, especially for our listeners. But going on from that, I think that you should start off with the first article today.
Thank you. We love a good scientific article.
Oh, Kieran, always. So we are the most scientific podcast that I know of.
We absolutely are. We are up there with Freakonomics. Ladies and gentlemen, drum roll please. "99% of women hate their partner wearing Speedos." The swimming undies have been confirmed as the most hated item of clothing in the UK, even more than Crocs. While it's definitely too nippy to don Speedos anytime soon, don't go dusting them off for a summer debut either. A new study has revealed that 99% of women wouldn't want to be seen with a partner if they were wearing Speedos.
That's amazing.
UK beach holiday specialist. Wow.
Talk about a government-sponsored position.
UK doesn't have beaches. They're just terrible. But a UK beach holiday specialist.
That is so... Like, what do you do a major in for your bachelor degree to continue on into this line?
To be a beach holiday specialist. On the beach, don't know which one, surveyed 100 people, and results showed that only 1% of women would like to see their partner wearing budgie smugglers on the beach.
That's amazing.
Oh, that's it.
That's great. That is, you know what?
Well, Tony Abbott needs to take note of this.
I don't think anyone in Australia wanted him to wear budgie smugglers.
Everyone has seen Tony Abbott in budgie smugglers.
You know what's better? My favourite video of Tony Abbott, who was our old Prime Minister.
Yeah.
Was him eating that onion. That was just, that was a piece of work. That was a piece of work.
Also, women do not want to see their men wearing leather trousers, and Crocs being second and third most hated. So don't wear leather trousers to the beach, Turch. All leather trousers wearing your Crocs.
So that's good to know that they prefer me wearing my leather trousers to the beach over my Speedo. What if I had a leather Speedo?
Ooh.
With pictures of Crocs on them.
Oh, that would be amazing.
I think it's really good. So that just means that... see, I think that's a lie with the leather pants, because I think most women would say that they love 80s glam rock bands.
Yeah.
Like, Bon Jovi and stuff like that. And they all wore leather pants.
Yeah.
Like tight leather pants. So it was like the fashion.
We might have to call in Jess or Alice.
We can call in both. We can do our own scientific thing of.
Do we have the technology to do that now?
Not today. But that's
boo.
I was gonna say we'll do it next episode, but next episode we actually have a really special musical guest. Speaking of music, and he's gonna be amazing. He's released an album last year. He's released an EP this year, and I just saw something recently that he's getting a little bit more movement on one of his songs. It got picked up by something I can't remember off the top of my head, but that will all will be revealed next week, which is super, super, super exciting.
There we go. Tell him to bring his budgie smugglers.
Oh, I will. Hopefully he listens to this episode and hear it from you. I want to continue on with the music theme.
Yeah, okay.
Now, do you know a band called Steel Panther?
Yes.
And going on with leather pants,
yeah.
How would you describe Steel Panther?
They have a panther and it's made of steel.
It's very close. Very close.
It's a rock band.
It is.
They do the music and the people love them and they attract big crowds.
Yeah.
And the doo-doo and the brr-brr.
Well, I'll continue on for people who don't understand that technical music talk. What is a Steel Panther?
Yeah.
So Steel Panther are a band that's been around for about 10, 15 years, give or take, in various incarnations. But they're basically a parody glam rock metal band. And what they do is they go on stage and write all these songs that are overly dirty, overly sexualized, almost making fun of the glam rock scene back in the 1980s, early 90s. And just making it fun, So they've got songs like called "Community Property," which is about him still having sex on the road as a musician and still coming back to his girlfriend. They've got songs about having sex at an old folks' home. They've got a whole bunch of these fun little songs. They've got songs about playing metal as well. But
okay, so a real family affair.
Real family affair. And look, I've actually seen them a bunch of times, and every single time they play, it is absolutely fantastic. Especially when they play Asian Hooker. That's a great song.
Yeah, right,
highly would recommend that. Listen to that song, or 26.
So I think my explanation was much better.
Yeah, 17 Girls in a Row, which is a song about playing golf. As you can, yes. By just like Tiger Woods, another great.
So 17 holes in a row, but the one didn't do it. Oh,
yeah. So look, great band. If you like heavy metal, glam rock sort of metal, great vocalists, great guitar solos, all that sort of stuff. Definitely check them out. Now the reason is I bring all this up and try to give you a bit of context. About the band, is because they've just recently made the news.
Well, congratulations to them.
Which is great, yeah. So, now I've got to describe something else. So, guitar pedals.
Yeah, okay.
A guitar, do you know what a delay pedal does?
Yeah, delays.
That's right. So, you play a note and then it plays it back in a certain time frame later on.
Yeah.
Now, with digital technology, a guitar company called TC Electronics has created a delay pedal.
And we love TC Electronics.
I do. I actually have a few of their pedals and they're fantastic.
Brilliant. Okay, good.
And what they've done is they've gone to all these big artists and said, create a delay tone with our digital software and we'll let other people use it. And you can download the software and put it on your delay pedal and actually use the delay by Slash.
Yeah, okay.
And in this case, they've chosen the guitarist from Steel Panther, Satchel.
Yeah.
Now, he is called... Now, again, going back, their band's overly sexual, it's a glam rock funny thing. He's decided to call his... signature sound on this pedal for this delay pedal, Pussy Melter.
Okay, all right.
And listen to the description of this.
Okay.
This is on the official website. Want to make a physical impact on your audiences with an epic delay tone? Then Satchel's got you covered. When we met up with Steel Panther's oh-so-humble guitarist, he had one condition, that the tone be as wet as the ladies in the front row. With Pussy Melter, that's exactly what you're going to get. A delay tone which perfectly nails that heavy metal lead tone while simultaneously ensuring that the janitors aren't going to go home early. So if glam rock guitar solos and wet floor signs are your idea of a good time, then Pussy Melter for flashback delay is definitely the tone print for you, which is the digital software.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Came out yesterday, day before, something like that.
Brilliant.
Fantastic, hilarious.
You can see the humor in it.
Perfect. And it matches what the band's style is.
Yeah.
Again, if you watch any of the interviews or see the shows, you know exactly what's going on. Problem is, this one woman got uppity about it. This female guitarist called named Jessica Fennelly, she's upset and she posted, as a female guitarist, I'm shocked by the poor marketing decisions found on TC Electronics' website for their signature sound from Satchel, offensively named Pussy Melter. There's an entire page dedicated to the sound. So she's gone out, she's put up this big petition, she got enough signatures, and this tone, this piece of software named Pussy Melter, is no longer available.
Oh, no.
Dead fucking sad. It happened today.
No.
And I had to bring this in today because this is really important.
Turch, I just want to point something out, right?
Yeah.
I deal with all the complaints here at the We Only Do One Take podcast.
Yeah.
All 0 of them. And we've had 0, right?
I believe so.
All right, good.
Well, apart from Alice.
Sorry, we've had 1, Alice. And I dealt with that fairly and swiftly. And I said, you are not interfering with the integrity, the podcast freedom that we have being on the internet.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
I love you very much.
And that was very important. And I stood ground.
You did well. I'm very proud of you.
That's it. And if I was in charge of that guitar thing, or whatever, I would have, well, number one, it wouldn't have been pulled.
No, absolutely not.
I wouldn't have got to it probably for another 3 or 4 more months, right?
That's right.
And then by the time I got to the complaint, this is complaint handling 101, right?
Ignore.
Yeah. And continue to ignore until it blows over, or you need to do it because you can enhance marketing.
Well, that's right. But you know what the great thing is about this? She stated in her thing, and I won't go on to read it because you've heard enough advertising.
Bad press is still good press.
But you know what? It's only okay, think about it like this. It's a file that you put onto a piece of hardware. That's like you putting Microsoft on a standalone computer, right? It's a piece of software called Pussy Melter, and you put it on your delay pedal, which is called Flashback, right? So if you were gigging or playing guitar with people, no one can see the words Pussy Melter anywhere. All they see is a guitar pedal called Flashback. Only you, the person who put the software, downloaded the software that you wanted to download on your computer to put on your pedal, will ever know it's called Pussy Melter.
Oh, there you go.
So, going on from that, this woman who's complained and gotten all these people behind her is apparently a guitarist.
Okay.
Now, I went on her page.
Air guitarist.
No, a real guitarist.
No, air guitar. I'm an air guitarist.
Yeah, you are an air guitarist.
I'm not kidding. I am the national champion of air guitar.
I need to get some footage of this onto the old internet.
Now, I'm not sure if there is a national competition.
There is.
There is?
Actually,
there is?
It's international.
I created my own national competition and I'm the winner.
We Only Do One Take podcast will be running its own air guitar competition very soon, I imagine. Nonetheless, the thing is, she's... No, air guitar.
You gotta rock and roll to some
She
tunes.
has stated that she is a guitarist.
Okay.
Now, I've been a guitarist.
I'm a guitarist.
For 20 years. And I know a whole bunch of pedals.
Have you been a guitarist for 20 years?
20 years.
I'm a little bit older than you. I've been a guitarist for 24.
You should see his guitar playing. It's coming up. He actually did the solo on the We Only Do One Take podcast long version of the thing. I'm going to get you to do that solo. But Kieran, I've got a bunch of guitar pedals here printed in colour with their names on it. And I want you to go through all of these pedals and just tell me what the names are. And if you think that we should help this woman get rid of any of these other guitar pedals. Because these are real pedals that you can purchase today. So there's 3 pages of them, but they're all fun. So name the first pedal and describe what it looks like.
It is a giant turd.
It is a giant turd.
So the guitar pedal must be called Turd.
It is. You can see
with
that.
a dragon on it.
No, just a turd. Just a
What's
turd.
that?
Little blemish, little bit of green stuff coming out of your turd there.
Yeah, all right.
What's the next guitar pedal called?
The next one is called Butt Probe.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
Okay, Metasonic Butt Probe.
That's right. Beautiful pedal, that one. What about the next pedal?
And some nice graphics on there as well. The next one is called Hairy Balls.
Oh, you know what? That's sexist too, isn't it? Jeez. What about you do...
Oh, no way. It's Big John Hairy Balls.
Yes, that's right.
Oh, you can boost. There's volume.
You can boost it. Kieran,
there's a fuzz.
Keep it going.
What does the fuzz button do?
The fuzz makes it that think Smashing Pumpkins-y kind of sound.
Oh, okay. So that wasn't part of... That's an actual
That's
feature.
an actual effect.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
A lot of these are fuzz.
I wasn't sure if it was like Hairy Ball Fuzz.
Yeah, it is.
Or Fuzzy Balls.
Well, that's funnier.
Yeah,
it's still good.
That's still good. All right.
What else you got there? What else guitar pedals can I purchase today?
Swollen Pickle. It's the Jumbo Fuzz Way Huge Electronics.
Yep.
There's Camel Toe.
That's a real pedal. I've played it, and it actually sounds fantastic.
How does it go?
It's another fuzzy kind of pedal, but it's a bit less. Like more Jimi Hendrixy.
Okay. Yep. Screaming Whore 2.
Real pedal that you can buy today.
Oh, you can get it in the High Cut Drive.
Yep. The last page I have here is another 3 pedals.
All right, there's Cockfight.
Oh, that's pretty sexist. We shouldn't do that.
Okay. Thanks for writing the...
Yeah, thank you.
I couldn't read the scriptive. Super Hard On.
Good. Yep, that's it. And what's the last pedal called?
I think it's called Pie.
No, it is.
See, there's a symbol of a pie.
There is a pie.
No, it's called Big Muff.
Now, I don't understand why this woman isn't upset about the Big Muff pedal.
Yeah.
Like, that's that's pretty sexist, isn't it? I would say it's like, in the same realm as Pussy
So they're all
Melter.
going for hilarity.
It's funny.
Yeah.
But you know what? I reckon if she ever tries to destroy the Big Muff pedal, if she was a real guitarist...
Not shame on her. Shame on them for removing it.
Yeah, that's right.
Shame on them for removing it and not standing up.
But you know what? This Big Muff pedal is like one of the most influential pieces of guitar equipment ever.
Okay.
Like, everybody big has used one of these at one point in time.
I think you like just saying the word muff.
It's great. It's fantastic. Yeah. Muff, 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 muff. But seriously, if she's so upset about Pussy Melter, where you don't even see it on your pedal, all of these pedals you would see not only on your board, but you can actually buy today, including the Big Muff pedal, and she's not upset about these, she's not a real guitarist. Fuck her!
Now, just out of curiosity, because I am a guitarist.
Yes.
They're digital copies, right? Or they're real copies?
What do you mean they're real copies?
Like they're like physical or like digital?
No, all of these are physical pieces of equipment.
Oh, okay.
Like, would sit... Like, if you had a pedal board, like, got the pedal board, you would put your pedal... they're all about this big.
Ah, okay.
Whereas the other one, you wouldn't see.
Okay, good. Because, I'm just...
Yeah, you just want to double check. You don't want to...
24 years of guitaring, things change.
Well, you don't want
to... There's advances in techno. If you don't keep up with it, my God, you could be...
You could be back down forever.
You could be lost in the woods.
But seriously, fuck this lady.
Question.
Fuck TC Electronics for taking it down, but fuck this lady for even thinking... just removing it. She... Pure shame. Pure horrible... Everyone should go tell her to fuck off.
Question.
Yes.
If a bear shits in the woods...
Yep.
And no one saw it, did it actually shit?
How'd you know it shat in the woods?
Well, I don't know. You tell me. You're the accountant.
Yeah, that's what I do. I don't know what this got to do with accounting. This is a very odd segue. And I hope this is going somewhere very nice.
Yeah, it is. How could you turn shitting in the woods into something accounting?
I don't even know. My job's pretty shit. Kieran, you got an article?
PayPal wrote to a woman who had died of cancer saying her death had breached its rules and that it might take legal action as a consequence.
This is great. Go, go, go.
The firm has since acknowledged that the letter was insensitive, apologised to a widower, and began an inquiry into how it came to be sent. The matter came to light after Her bereaved husband contacted the BBC. He said he wanted to make other organisations aware of how distressing automated messages could be. Oh, I thought that was more exciting.
It's pretty great though. Can you imagine getting a message saying, "Yeah, you've died, so you've breached our contract"? Like, I can't imagine any other company doing that.
The letter says,
what's the letter say?
"Dear Miss whoever name is, this is a default notice served under section whatever it is. Your account has has an outstanding balance."
So she needed to pay for something.
Yeah, and this is sorry, I should have really screened this one. That looked really exciting.
Oh, it's all funny. I gotta admit. Didn't Elon Musk start PayPal?
Yeah, he did start PayPal.
Because that was how he made his first $1 billion. Because that was purchased by, was it eBay or was it Amazon?
Oh, one of them.
I can't remember now. But he sold that for billions. So that's how he got his money to start off his other companies and not save those children from the cave.
Yeah, I know. I just love how he just turned up.
Well, I think that's like, I think I saw a meme of it. It's like late stage, what was it, like late stage capitalism, and it's like Elon Musk, billionaire, randomly rocks up to try and save these kids with his new water scuba thing, and then it's like late stage communism and late stage socialism, and people are starving in the street.
Yeah,
so it's like worlds apart. But speaking of capitalism and communism,
yes.
I have the Trump Watch.
Ooh, thank God there's Trump Watch.
Now, do you know what Trump derangement syndrome is?
Sorry, say that again.
Trump derangement syndrome.
You don't get enough of Trump Watch?
No, that's a little bit. But
okay.
Basically, the people doing, right wing commentators have called people on the left who are still going, Trump is not my president and all this sort of stuff. They've got derangement syndrome from Trump, and that's what it is. And today I bring you. I've got another headline for it, but today I have two headlines and one story I'm going to read. Yep. About the most deranged people who don't understand that Trump is not the problem of all their issues.
Okay.
So this is just the headline of one, and then I'm going to read the other headline in the story there, because the other one's way better.
Yeah, right.
So the first one is, the Trump effect is making me eat donuts without shame.
Is that a bad problem?
I don't know, but Kieran, are you ready for the next one? Because the next one we're going to read, it's like I read this article at work. I've had this article at work, and I was like, this is the greatest thing I've ever read. It's so bad. It just made... And so here we go. I stopped going to the gym because of Trump. Now I can't open jars.
I mean, I've been there when you're trying to open a jar, and I know sometimes jars are hard.
Are you ready?
And you've got to go to the gym. This is true. You've got to go to the gym to make sure you've got the strength to open jars. And if Trump isn't making him go to the gym, I can see...
It's a girl.
Or I can see how she can't open jars.
Are you ready for
Do you see the logic there?
Are you ready for the greatest story you've ever heard in your life?
All right.
Okay. It was November 2016. I was the only person I knew who believed Trump... And the only person I knew who believed Trump would win the US election was the owner of my gym. This was clearly a ridiculous prediction, so, seeing the chance for some easy money, I offered to bet him $100 that Hillary would win.
Okay.
But the gym owner, clearly not wanting to do his dough, pointed to this horrible thing in the corner with the name SLED on it, and said, if Trump wins, you have to pull 70 kilos on it. So those sleds, you tie yourself up.
Oh, look, I've got a gym here.
That's
true, I know all about that. Yeah.
Yeah. So this lady goes on. It was double what I could usually pull, and if I won the bet, the gym owner would pull double his personal best. I didn't want Trump to win. He'd grabbed women by the pussy and mocked reporters' disabilities. Both were false. He'd promised to build a wall and called Mexicans rapists. Incorrect on one, and yes, he is building that wall, baby. The thought of his presidency was frightening. But so was pulling the sled. What if I herniated a disc? It's a real article.
Yeah.
After Trump claimed the victory, I went to my gym in a foul mood. Just fucking load up the fucking sled, alright? Let's get it all over and done with. as said, without much grace, as I strapped the belt around my waist.
Without much grace.
Yeah. I pulled the sled like a human oxen while being filmed and the gym staff cheered. I did it, but the Trump victory soured my successful show of strength. Yeah, I could pull a pretend sled, but how is that going to help me when the world has been destroyed by nuclear weapons or climate change? Sore and hungry.
Yes. Oh.
I repaired to a restaurant down the road that I had never visited.
What type of restaurant?
And where I had never seen anyone come from. Okay. The silent restaurant, no background music, no other diners, seemed like the perfect place to welcome the end of the global liberal order.
Okay.
An elderly waiter appeared and handed me a menu.
Okay.
Most things on it were not available. The one dish that was unspeakably awful and was colour and texture of cement. I never went back. I never went back. But I also didn't return to the gym. I now associated it with Donald Trump, the bad meal, and pulling the sled. So she goes on. But this is the bit of the article that, I've sort of... I walked, that months passed, then a year. Trump was going to be in power for another 1,000 years, damn right. At least that's what it felt like. Could I really avoid the gym for the eternity of his presidency? I miss being strong enough to open jars and carry groceries. So last week I returned to the gym, slinking back in as no time had passed. I hope by wearing a puffy jacket and MC Hammer pants, I could hide my lack of definition. That I could pretend that I had maintained my fitness at home. At home, running to the building next door on the couch while tweeting. I was fit in 2016 before Trump. But when you stop, it goes, and it goes quickly. A week or two, and you have to start again with the 2-kilo dumbbells and tremors in your forearms. I returned again this week to the boredom and pain of the gym, trying to build back up the strength I had before Trump became president. Oh boy, what a story!
Because of Trump, I haven't gone to the gym in 2 weeks. Because of him.
Because of him.
Yeah.
He, pushing the woman down, stopped this woman from going to that restaurant and going to the gym. Oh. Can you believe... I cannot imagine going, Tony Abbott, yeah, he was a cunt and he ate, wore Speedos and ate onions. But he's the reason why I, Turch, don't go to the gym. I can never imagine blaming anything like that on any political leader, unless they were like Kim Jong-un and like forcing me to work in labor camps or something like that. There's no reason why a writer for The Guardian, and The Guardian is in the UK.
Look, we should never get bogged down in details.
What a story.
Well,
if you have a story like that, please contact us. I'd love to talk to you.
I do have a story like that. And Trump ruined the movie experience for me. I've got a new movie review.
You got a new movie review?
New movie review. Oh, shit. What did I see?
What did you see?
I saw it the other day. What is it? Ant-Man.
And Wasp.
Ant-Man and Wasp Girl.
Yeah.
All right, so let's do this. Movie review time.
Da-da-da.
Thank you. All right, so turning up to this film, I hadn't had dinner.
Kieran, what do I say to you about not having dinner before you go see a film? It's bad.
Actually, I've got 2 movie reviews.
Oh, no.
Anyway, so didn't have dinner. And my friends, who can no longer be considered friends because they didn't wait for me because I was only 5 minutes late.
Hi, Blaine.
Anyway, I had ordered a hot dog.
Good. I'm very proud of you.
Thank you. With tomato sauce. Now, I was expecting the tomato sauce to come on the hot dog. They said they would deliver it to my seat.
Yeah.
Now, we're at the back. Not back centre, but back to the right a little.
That's not bad.
Yeah, not the best. Not going to get a great movie review if I'm not back row centre. Right?
Okay.
Now, the recline...
Yeah.
Was decent.
Adequate.
The chair wasn't broken, and it was fine. It wasn't a full cinema. So that was
what would you say the recline was out of 5 stars? Like 3?
Oh,
3.5?
3.5.
Yeah, it's good. That's not bad.
It's not bad. I would have liked a more recline.
Yeah, of course.
A bit of a wider seat. But, you can't win them all.
That's right.
And that's fine. Anyway, one or two movie previews happen, and then all of a sudden the movie starts.
Oh, that's good.
It just... Normally there's a bit of the movie's about to begin. Like, the movie's about to... It just went right into it.
It's great.
So that threw me off guard, right? And I don't have my hot dog. So I'm not happy. Anyway, the person comes to my hot dog. The movie's going. They interrupt me during the movie. I'm trying to maintain serious focus on this film. No tomato sauce spread over the hot dog. Hot dog too long in the microwave because the bread was really...
Oh,
yeah. It wasn't. It was just...
No toasty sort of...
It was just a terrible hot dog. And based on that experience, I'm going to have to give Ant-Man and the Wasp 1 star out of 5.
That's fair. That's a fair call.
Now, the other movie I saw, have you seen The Big Lebowski?
I have seen The Big Lebowski many a time.
The Big Lebowski was playing at the Astor.
Yes, beautiful.
And I got to... Now, no reclining chairs at the Astor.
There isn't. But you know what?
And the leg room is...
I don't think it's one of those cinemas I haven't been to, but I have been to like Nova.
Yeah.
And Nova's one of those places that's like it's a small cinema, it's neat and tidy, and they just get... The film's done and it's great and it's classic.
Yeah.
And like, even though the seats aren't the greatest, the movie experience...
Well, it doesn't matter because they sell alcohol at the Astor.
They do.
So I was lick it up.
Same as Nova.
I was lick it up. I had a good toasty before I went in. All right. Real good toasty. Lick it up. We're on the second level.
Beauty.
Second level. Great views. Great film. Everyone laughed. People, even the staff were in dressing robes.
That's fantastic.
Right? Even people. And I'm going to have to give that movie 5 stars out of 5.
That's a great film.
Yeah.
It's funny. What's his name? Jeff. Not Jeff. What's his name? Oh, the lead actor?
No. What's his face?
I've totally forgotten now. I've got a mental blank.
Jeff.
Anyway, fantastic film. It's got Steve Buscemi in it, and I love Steve Buscemi, and he's fantastic in that film.
And the guy from Roseanne, what's his name?
That guy. He's in it too.
Terrible.
Is that Flea from Red Hot Chili Peppers?
Yeah, Flea from Red Hot Chili Peppers, isn't it? So it's bloody brilliant and great film. So you can. I just wanted to point out you can get 5 stars out of 5 stars.
It is possible. You just need to be a really good film and be at the Astor. with having a couple of beers.
With me reviewing films.
Yeah.
Turch, I got some news for you.
Oh, beauty.
12-year-old gets more business cutting lawns after neighbour calls police on him.
What? Okay,
business is booming for a 12-year-old who owns his own lawn cutting business in Maple Heights, Ohio. But the boom came after someone called the cops on him while he was mowing lawns in the city, which is located about 13 miles southeast of Cleveland. Reggie Field owns and operates Mr. Reggie's Lawn Cutting Service, competitor. Mr. Reggie's Lawn Cutting Service.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Mr. Reggie's.
Mr. Reggie's. With his brothers, sisters, and cousins. Shit, that's a big
task force. Yeah.
But one of his customers, Lucille Holt, said someone called the police on him while he was simply doing his job. She said neighbours complained because the group mowed the lawn on a section of their property.
Oh,
they called the police to tell the police that the kids were cutting their grass. Holt said in a now viral Facebook video, "When does that? Who does that? Who calls the police for everything?" She added, "I guess I have a line where part of it is now my yard. They called the police to tell the police that kids were cutting their grass." Oh.
Can you imagine? You're a cop. You get a call.
Holt's video has been viewed more than 400 times.
That's not very viral. 400?
No, 400,000.
Oh, 400,000. Sorry, I think you said 400. That's nothing.
There they are. Look at them.
Good.
The young people came, and was cutting my grass, to stay off the street. So you see the police car right there. My neighbors that stay in that house right there. So I guess I have like a line where part of it is not my yard. They called the police to tell the police that the kids was cutting their grass. Who does that? Who does that? They called the police for everything. They called the police because my kids was throwing snowballs. They called the police because my child was crying because he was getting a whipping. Who does that? I'm not moving unless I want to move. Who calls the police for everything? They should be glad these kids not out here breaking their car windows out. They should be glad the kids not out here stealing their car.
Can you imagine getting a phone
you
call?
You called the police because the kids is out here cutting the grass, and they cut the grass that wasn't a part of our grass? I don't know what part is my grass and what part is your grass. He back there talking to the police. There's the police car. Who does that, Jackie? Who calls the police because kids that's between the ages of... How old are you, baby? 9. He's 9 years old. They are walking around, cutting grass. It's 2 young men and 2 young ladies. After this 9-year-old just got killed, like, love out loud, baby. I knew her, too. You knew her because you went to school with her, didn't you? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm so glad you out here doing something positive.
Can you imagine? I can't imagine. That's enough. I can't imagine, like... Fucking...
I just love how she's just like, how old are you? 9.
But how great is that? These kids have gone... The parents are great.
Like, entrepreneurs they are.
Oh, look, obviously, I applaud the parents. Like, the parents have gone, hey, look, if you want to do this, absolutely go and do it.
What a great name, Mr. Reggie's.
Mr. Reggie's, fantastic. Obviously, they booked it in. Now they're going to get more business, which is even better. Like, any publicity is better than no publicity, But they're going to get more business. They deserve the work. They're doing hard work, good yard work, this and that. Learning to
valuable skills.
Valuable skills. Life skills.
Life skill. And you know what? I think they're doing a great job, because if you're at university without getting a job...
And you can't drive.
And
you're my brother.
And you're doing a master's. And you haven't got a job. And you can't drive. Kick him out.
That's it. Oh, far
out. No joke. Turch's brother. Get a job.
Oh, I tell you what, I'm telling them all the time. Kieran, we'll do another rant.
All right.
Okay. You are a professional man.
Thank you.
You're beautiful.
Thank you.
You like to wear a suit.
Yes.
You like to wear look nice.
Mm-hmm.
For not just for yourself, but for the ladies.
Mm-hmm.
And to look professional in front of your colleagues and your friends.
Yep.
You know what one of the worst things about having to wear a suit is unwrapping your shirts when you buy them.
Mm-hmm. Do you know what I hate? And I hope this is where you're going with it. You know those little plastic things that are in the collar?
Everything about unwrapping a shirt is the worst experience of my life. No matter what... Why is there 400 pins holding this shirt together? There's paper in the collar.
Yeah.
There's paper wrapped underneath, like on the inside of the collar. There's pins holding it down. Mm-hmm. I don't understand. How is this helping me, the consumer, enjoy this?
You've got to come to Vietnam, because all my shirts are tailored.
That's great.
And they just get posted out to me with minimal pins.
Well, look, I purchased a bunch of shirts online. And again, great. Purchase them online. They deliver right to my door. It's fantastic. But unwrapping them, it was more mess than actual enjoyment of wearing the shirts. But you know what the worst part about it is? If you buy a shirt, you undo all these pins, you undo all the paper, you clean it all out.
And there's one left over.
There's always one left over. And then you finally take that one left over. But you still, with all this preparation and stuff that they do, you still have to fucking iron it.
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah.
All this effort.
Uh-huh.
All this fucking effort of undoing the shirt.
How do you iron your shirt?
Like a boss. Like, what do you mean, how do I iron my shirt?
Well, I got picked up the other day and said that someone said, that's not how I would iron the shirt.
Right.
And I was like, well, this is how I've always ironed my shirts.
Well, I start with the collar.
Yeah, me too.
And then I sort of do this, Oh,
hang on, correction. I do the cuffs first.
No. Collar
then the
first.
collar. Then the collar. I do the cuffs and then the collar.
Nah, collar first.
All right.
And then I sort of flip it up. So I do like the back. I don't know how to describe
the back shoulders.
The back shoulders sort of thing. And then I do the sides.
Yeah.
The back.
Yeah.
And then all the way around. So the side, and then to the back, and then to the other side.
Yeah.
And then I do the arm, and then the arm I do the
collars?
The cuffs.
Yeah, cuffs, yeah.
And then I do the other arm, and the cuffs, and it's ready to, it's all done.
Yeah.
It's a nice, simple method.
It's basically what I do.
Yeah. But you start with the cuffs.
I start with the cuffs.
Including the rest of the arm of the shirt?
No. I just do the cut. I just start with the cuffs.
You don't do the iron of the...
No. I do the
cuffs
arm
first.
Yeah, I just get the cuffs out of the way.
No, I don't do that. I do that as I'm doing the arm because that way I get the fold in the arm.
I don't know. I sort of redo,
line.
but I sort of redo the cut. Like I redo the cuff.
They do a double dip. This is not the Kieran I know of doing things twice.
Yeah, but like
I mean, we don't do one. We only do one take of this podcast. Why are you doing 2 takes of the shirt? Kieran, this is very troublesome for me.
Well, so the reason why I do the cuffs first is a few years ago I got picked on because I didn't do my cuffs. I did everything else but that.
Sad.
Oh yeah.
Sad. Oh,
what do you have for us?
We have time for a little quick story, and then have you got another story for us?
No, I'm done.
Well, I've got a quick story. Nice short episode, but again, next episode's going to be a nice big one because we do have a special guest, and I'm going to try my best to do something special with him. I think it'd be really cool if we get him to do some stuff, but I'll have to have a chat with him first. He doesn't even know what I've got in planned. It's always the case. But a nice, easy one today. Another person getting the cops called on them.
Mm-hmm.
Florida cop claimed Burger King put dirt in his food.
Ooh, okay.
Investigation reveals it was seasoning.
Oh.
Police officers complained that his food he ordered came topped off with dirt, sparked an internal probe at Burger King, which concluded the gritty substance was likely just seasoning. I was an officer who was served a burger at Burger King with dirt in it. At first I thought it was just burnt bacon. I was hungry and ate the burger. At the last bite, I saw dirt and grit on the burger. In disgust, I threw it out the window. Littering. The social media post went viral, and they invited senior levels of the police department to come in. And going forward, just put it nice and simply, Burger King took it very seriously. They researched, they studied, they did all this work, and it found out, most likely, a bit of salt and pepper.
Oh, there you go. Just a bit of salt and pepper.
I can't imagine just like... Again, this is a cop calling other cops to help him out with the situation. This is almost as good as a fire brigade that got tended their own fire. Excellent service. It's like calling your mate and going, hey mate, just be my referee of my... for a job. Yeah, no worries. It's like that first...
They won't know.
They won't know. No, just say to the manager. It's like, I managed Jeff. He was really good. He took out the bins and, patted the dogs. He did all the good things, Nah, good fun. It's been a fun week in news. Do you want a quick World Cup update? Because you actually watched, I think, Polly, your first ever World Cup game with me.
Yeah.
So we watched...
I'm tipping England to win.
You're tipping England to win. So
yeah.
I've had France since about 6 months ago. So I'm sticking with France. So this morning, we're recording the podcast later than usual. Welcome to a lovely Wednesday. But France won against Belgium, which I picked, which my mate did not pick. But he did put money on Belgium, so he picked Belgium. Which means that France will be in the World Cup final for the 2018 World Cup. This Thursday morning, this episode will come out, so, it'll be coming up. England will play Croatia. You're expecting England to win against Croatia, obviously?
I'm expecting England to win Croatia.
What do you reckon? Because I think England will win as well.
2-0.
2-0. I think it'll just be 1-0, and I think the goal will come from a set piece, like a corner or a free kick. Because England have been very good at those. I watched the game on against... Who they play against? Sweden, and that's how they got their goals. So I think that's the way it'll go down, which will lead to a final of France and England.
I think it'll be France and England, and I think England will win 1-0 against France.
No, I think France have got it in the bag, and I reckon it might be a 2-0.
Ooh.
2-0.
It'll be interesting to find out anyway.
It's going to be a great World Cup. It's been a fantastic World Cup. I think it's like one of the most highest scoring World Cups in ever, but it's also been the most goals scored in the 90th minute plus ever. I think like 15 to 20% of the goals in this World Cup have been scored at the 90th minute after that, which is like the end of the game, like in extra time, which is pretty amazing to think that you got to wait till right to the end, I guess. If you're not initiated into soccer, watching a game like that, and you got to wait till like the 90th minute for a goal. It's pretty boring. But hey, it's been fun for the people who've been watching soccer for the rest of the whole lives. So it's one of those things. But very big news.
Yeah.
Kieran. As you may or may not know, I go for Juventus, and I've always been playing. My grandfather goes for Juventus. My mum goes for Juventus. I go for Juventus and always have, always will, even when they're in the Serie B, which is like the B division. Juventus, have just signed Cristiano Ronaldo for the biggest fee in the history of world soccer sport, 150 million euro, which is absolute insanity for a 4-year deal. So we are going to win some more leagues, buddy boy, and I'm very, very excited about that.
Fantastic.
So some big things happening in the world of sport, which is always exciting. And then my dad's already excited for the Tour de France.
Yeah, we finish the soccer and then start the Tour de France.
Yeah, that's pretty much, yeah.
Oh, sleepless nights ahead.
Anyway.
Turch, been a pleasure.
Oh, Kieran, always a pleasure to do this with you, and this will be up on Thursday. As usual, everybody, us lovely wankers out there, make sure you follow us on SoundCloud, on iTunes, on YouTube, on Instagram, and on Facebook. Did you see on Instagram, I don't know if you saw, Dodoni Feta liked us? You know the Feta Dodoni?
No.
They liked one of our articles that we posted up, and I liked them back. And now we're friends.
Oh, there we go.
Which is
good
great.
Stuff.
Which is great. So make sure you like us on all those social media platforms for all your wanking needs. If you would like to send us a rant, please do send it to the We Only Do One Take podcast at gmail.com. And for all you lovely wankers out there, we will see you next Thursday.